Oh my goodness. I want to pull some cards because they have the new thing coming out that the White House, when 45, of course, the one that accuses Biden of being on drugs. Yeah, they were popping pills like crazy. So they've got a thing looking into a doctor that was there, and they had everything there. Fentanyl, ketamine, strong drugs, Ambien. Okay, so what can you tell us about the pill popping? Why does that not surprise me? Sniffy, Sniffy Senior and Sniffy Junior. So what can you tell me about Trump, the doctor, what was going on with the pills in the White House? Yeah, 45 says he doesn't drink, but he didn't say anything about popping pills all day. Just so bad. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and do the Lenormand as well. We'll do both Lenormand and Tarot, but I want to just get these Tarot really shuffled here first. Okay. Hey, Bark and Wine, what are you guys doing over there? That's my nickname for him, Bark and Wine. Mickey's the barker, she's the whiner. Maybe I should do a channel with Bark and Wine. Adventures of Bark and Wine. Anyway, so going into this, let's see what's the overview. You can't make this up. The overview, the head of it, is all about Trump. Okay. The Orange Messiah of Doom and Gloom. What can you tell us about what was going on in the White House? The center, the direction of it. Okay. What's crossing it was short-term luck. Okay. Foundation is protection. Protecting what? Underneath of it. Guess who? Trying to protect Trump. So nice. So in the past, we have the deception, okay? Deceptive practices. What's going on now? The friend of him, they're checking into that doctor and perhaps others that were real close to him during that time in the White House when we have Pillgate going. Above it, this is about the long-term life path. Foundation is anchoring this in, and underneath of it, they're going to look at the history of this, what happened, what was happening. Don't eat my card, Miss Lily. Do not eat my cards, Miss Lily Boom Boom. Come on, over. Let me. The challenge is going forward. Okay, they want to turn their back on the past. They don't want to ante up the information, is basically what that's saying. Okay, the outcome is the sacrifice. Okay, somebody's going to get thrown under the bus with it. Above it, they're waking up to what's there. Foundation is the obstacles. And the dark conversations they're going to have about the White House time. Okay? So it looks like, there are those that they're trying to protect Trump. As usual, the head of the snake always comes back to 45. And they're trying to get the information from this doctor. And why were all those heavy drugs in the White House? Okay. So, let's see what we have here. Overviews. I'm going to pull 2 cards about the overview. Let's see what we have. Power. Yeah, power. We know who's the head of it. Okay? Who wants to say he's always in control? The head of the snake. And retreat. Okay? Retreating. So what was he retreating into? The drug-fueled world? Retreating from power? Trying to hide away? Okay? So what we have at the center of all this pill-popping land is the message. What's crossing it is the strength. Foundation is the burden. And trying to temper this. Maybe they kept him fueled on drugs to keep him tempered, because we know what he does. He just, throwing ketchup, oh my Lord. So in the past, we have him holding on to power, holding on to, wanting to control everything as usual. What's going on now? It's about the time in the White House. They're looking at that. Above it, we have pushed to the edge. Underneath of it, the foundation this is moving forward, and underneath it of all, seeing what they were trying to get away with. Okay? See what they're hiding, what they tried to get away with. It just never ends with this guy, does it? The challenge is the powers that be. Okay, those in the know there that they would come to for advice. The outcome is the family. Now, when I see the outcome of the family, it's not just 45 himself, it's those surrounding him. Like I said, one of them is the little Donnie Dark Jr. as well. Real happy family there. Above it, the mental spin and charging forward with this. Underneath of it's what's being birthed. Rules, laws, regulations as well. And underneath of it all is upside down. Seeing from a different viewpoint, things just being, hung up. So let's break this down. If we did it by major arcana, we have the strength of moving forward, the juggling this, tempering, trying to figure it out, going to those in the know that were there, what's being birthed, what was birthed during that time, and how this is going to hang things up. Maybe seeing from a different viewpoint as to what was going on there. Okay. So when we look at the Pentacles, we have the message of what he was holding on to during the White House. How many pills did he have in his hot little hands? Okay. So we with the there are no swords. Oh yes, there is the swords here. We have what they're trying to get away with, and the takeaway of this, and charging forward with this stuff. Also could be the pills to reduce some of the mind spin things that were happening there. For the emotions, we have happy family, a pill popping happy family, and then with the action, feeling pushed to the edge, the burden of feeling pushed to the edge while in the White House. So I would say was probably taking a lot of drugs to take the edge off of things. Now, if we break this down the other way to read it, we have the one in power retreating into the strength of what? Medication, being medicated. Okay? Underneath of it all, let's see what we have. Juggling this, tempering it, was trying to get away with what was being done there. Okay? Okay. Trying to stop it from getting out. But again, seeing from a different viewpoint when it was going on. The foundation, the burden, this is going forward to what's being birthed, our rules, our laws, our regulations. So something may come out of this investigation. Oh my goodness, bark and whine. Above it, we have the message of being pushed to the edge, and just charging forward. Just give it to me, So yeah, we'll have to see what else comes out of that. What was going on was the White House, and the challenge was the authorities, going to those in the know. The past and the outcome is about what he was holding on to and what the happy family was doing with all these drugs, pill-popping drugs in the White House, So I think it's going to come down to more than just looking at this doctor now sideways. They're going to be looking at, it's going to filter into the whole Trump clan. And I think not just his own physical family, but those at the top that were surrounding him. Maybe he was also supplying drugs to others in the cabinet, as well. So we'll have to see how this comes out. But interesting, isn't it? Why is it not a surprise? Why is it not a surprise? Wasn't it that somebody said that they saw that Trump, when he was writing the book, he saw that Trump had all these pills and stuff around, Ambien or something, that they were crushing and sniffing or something when they were doing the book? I remember hearing something about that many, many years ago, about him having all of these things around, whether they were prescription or not. But yeah, it looks like he has been into these substances for quite some time. And that's not a surprise. I mean, look at the way he's acting out. I mean, he's like drug fuel, just, insanity happening. So we'll have to see how this evolves. But it's saying, yeah, there were lots of drugs when he was in. Of course, with him, it's all projection. How many times does he says that Biden's on drugs? Biden's on, he's on these pills because, How many times has he said that? All projection. What he does, he points at somebody else and accuses them of it, and it's not them, it's him. Look there, look at what he's doing. No, you should be looking at the speaker of that, because with him, it's always projection. He's always telling on himself what he's doing that he wants to accuse others of. That, it's not so bad I'm doing it. Look what he's doing. He's doing the same thing. And, well, yeah, the problem with that is no. Biden is not popping all the pills. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.